Hello YouTube, Rocket3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the Man of Steel Movie Masters Jor-El, and I'm really glad I picked this guy up when I did. I got him a few weeks ago, and he was my first Man of Steel Movie Master, and I wanted to hold off until I got some more to review him. And then I probably won't upload this review for several more weeks, just because I have the crappiest internet ever. So, when college starts back up, I can use that good old college internet, and then it'll all be okay again. But, yeah, Jor-El, Russell Crowe, Man of Steel Movie Masters. I picked him up first because I went to Walmart, and they had him, and I really wanted the whole line. And they had like 20 Superman, 5 Zod, and a Jor-El, so I picked up Jor-El. And I'm glad I did, because I haven't seen him since, and I've seen Superman and Zod everywhere, but no more Jor-El. So, really glad I picked him up, because he was actually my most anticipated movie master from this line. And, I gotta say, not as good as the Superman, but still pretty awesome. So, let's just take a gander at what he comes with. He comes with a stand. All of the Movie Master Superman figures come with a stand. Or Man of Steel figures, I should say. Here it is. This is his. You know, it's got that texture, the glyphs that are on their suits. And it's color coordinated with him. So like the Superman one's just like the regular House of El symbol, and his is this House of El symbol with this, and then Zod's is his house's symbol. And we haven't got any more Movie Masters yet, so I haven't seen their stands, but yeah, really, really fancy. And she's got it on his chest and everything. So now let's get into detail and paint job, and this guy is so incredibly detailed. I mean, he looks just like Russell Crowe. He's got gray in his beard and in his hair. I mean, he looks spec-friggin-tacular. Just like Russell Crowe. And this Kryptonian armor, his ancestors' armor or whatever, I mean, look at that House of El symbol. Look how it's all like overgrown, almost looking. Looks like it's overgrown or something. That's just some tight detail. There's detail everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, you can see the little glyphs on the blue. Just let it focus a bit. You can see the glyphs. All the little etchings on the blue. That's going out of your way to make it look good. And accurate, which is Movie Master's main goal, is to make him look accurate. He's got these big shoulder pads, which I'll complain about later. And these straps here, which look really tight, but I'll also complain about them later. Here's the back of his armor. Oh my gosh, he just looks spectacular. His fists. And that kind of old metal look. I mean, the coloring is just fantastic. The detail on this guy, unparalleled. He looks magnificent. I mean, if I gave ratings on detail alone, he'd be 5 out of 5. No joke. But yeah, now let's check out some articulation. You know, the head doesn't go up and down too well, but it does go side to side. A little loose, but not much. And the arms, they have the capability to move like regular Movie Masters and stuff. Up and down, forward and back, but they're really hindered. You see these shoulder pads barely let them go up. And if they articulated the shoulder pads like lots of other figures do, like some Hasbro figures, then it'd be able to move out further, but still be a little hindered, but not enough for me to complain about it. But there's that, and this doesn't stop it. I mean, you have a bicep swivel in there too, and you can go this way just fine, but then this way, it stops you just a bit. I mean, it kind of curls up, but you don't really need to go much farther than that. So, I guess it's alright. But yeah, they also come out, and you can't go any higher because of them either. So you see, they're in the way. I mean, it's accurate to what the character, I mean, it has to be, but they get in the way. But the fists, you got articulation right there. You got wrist articulation. And then we have a waist joint. No ab crunch, as I'm sure you all know. Lots of people have been complaining about that. But do you know how weird it would look if an ab crunch was right there? I mean, they could kind of like hide it in that M right there. But then it would barely be able to go down because of all this blocking it. You could just go back. So, it'd look pretty bad. And the reason they left that out is so it would look better. That's why DC Direct leaves it out, because it's better for the detail. Then in the legs, you got in and out, forward and back. You got thigh swivel. knee bend, and of course, oh, excuse me, I have hiccups now, and up and down on the foot. So, yeah, that's it for detail, paint job, and articulation. Now how about we get into some size comparisons? Alright, now here is Jor-El with some other movie masters. Here he is with his son Kal-El, or as you better know him, Superman. Also from the movie masters line. They look pretty good together. I mean, they're about the same height, Henry Cavill and Russell Crowe, but they look good. It looks good next to him. So, yeah, he scales up well with your other Man of Steel movie masters, and then here he is with The Dark Knight Rises Bane. Just the basic Bane. Single carded. And, you know, they're actually, you know, Jor-El might be a smidgen taller. I don't know. The Bane might be a little big for a Batman movie master. Can't quite remember what I talked about in my review, and I'm gonna re-review Bane anyways, so you can wait till then, but maybe it's fine since Bane's pretty big. But Bane might even need to be a little bigger just because he's a bigger guy. I don't know. You guys be the judge of that. But yeah, so he really scales up well with your other Superman movie masters, and etc. Now here's our Jor-El with some other Mattel figures. These are outside the movie masters line, from an all-star line and a 2-pack, so they're DC Universe Classics scale. And first we have the All-Star New 52 Superman, who's only a tiny bit taller than Jor-El. Really, only a tiny bit taller. These movie masters Man of Steel figures are bigger than the Batman and the Green Lantern ones, so they're almost the same height as Mattel's other lines, which is pretty awesome. I mean, they had to make them a tiny bit shorter because of licensing, I'm sure, but still, that's really cool. And maybe if you like had the Superman and stuff posed, like they were fighting and stuff, you wouldn't be able to tell, but there's not a lot of posing to be done with Jor-El, as we've already covered, because of his arms, so yeah. And here he's compared with my Supergirl versus Lex Luthor 2-pack Lex Luthor from Toys R Us. And, you know, I guess it's fine. I mean, the suit, I always try to feel like Lex Luthor would be much bigger in that suit, of course. So I guess it's fine there, because just Lex Luthor would be bulkier, but he is a small percentage shorter than your other Mattel figures that aren't movie masters. Now here's our Jor-El with some DC Directs. He uses my Brightest Day DC Direct Hawk and Dove that I got from mycomicsplus.net. You can check out their site in the description below, and there's also a coupon code. But they're just way taller than him, and he doesn't scale up well with him at all. So that's really it, just does not scale up well with DC Directs. So what are my final thoughts on the Man of Steel Movie Masters Jor-El figure? I think he's really nice to have. You could probably make a display of him fighting Zod. He might fight Zod in the movie, because there's lots of footage from Krypton in the trailers, so I think that's going to be a big part of it. June 14th, we'll find out. And then 2 days after that, the My Little Pony Equestria Girls movie comes out. I'm going to go see that too. No, seriously, I'm going to go see that. But yeah, he's a really nice figure. I think he's definitely worth picking up, and he is rare, and the packaging for these guys looks really nice. I didn't show you for him because I've had him for weeks, and I couldn't stand to keep him in packaging that long. But you'll be able to see it in my Movie Masters Superman review, so check out that review, you guys, and you can see the packaging there. But he's really, really tight. The only problem I have with this guy is that arm articulation is just so crazy hindered that all you can really do is move an elbow joint up without stressing the figure. Other than that, I think he's perfect. So I'm going to give this guy 4 out of 5 stars. I mean, the Movie Masters line is probably my favorite DC line, even though we get less out of it than the other lines. That and DC Unlimited have to be like the 2 best lines Mattel's given us. And I'm really grateful. I mean, it's just spectacular. So yeah, that's it for now, you guys. 4 out of 5 stars. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description below. Links to our Facebook, our second channel, Twitter, where we'll follow you back. As I said, mycomicsplus.net, and a coupon code to get you 10% off there. That's where I get my DC Directs and Marvel Selects and stuff. And they have a lot of Dark Knight Movie Masters there if you want to check them out. I was going to get the scarecrow. So I'll do it before I snag it, which would take forever because I never shop online. But I shop there all the time because they can hook me up and I can pay them several different ways. So yeah, just go check out all that cool stuff, you guys. All right, so yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.